Alright, looks like I'm live, everything's working. Fantastic, fantastic. If you guys watched my last stream or watched uh, all my videos, you will have remembered that we finished the game or my first playthrough of Liza P last stream on Saturday? Maybe it was last Saturday. So we basically completed everything. At least through the first playthrough. Did a bunch of lore stuff, tried to read through everything I could to try to get as much lore stuff for the story or for the breakdown video that I'm going to do after I beat New Game Plus, because there is some more lore stuff in New Game Plus. I don't think it's items. I think it's just going to be more, well, you'll see when we start playing, but, so yeah, that's sort of the plan at the moment. Is I'm just gonna run through New Game Plus. I'm gonna be able to run through it a lot quicker since I'm not gonna be stopping for every single lore thing. I'm not gonna read everything. I've pretty much read it all, and if I haven't, I'll make sure to read through it before I do my breakdown video. I'm pretty sure I've read through pretty much everything on stream, and I've tried my best to read most of things. So, I mean, I'm sure there's probably some items I've missed or some, I don't know. I'm sure there are some things that I have forgotten to talk about or that I haven't seen. Hold on. I don't think I've read this one. This weapon was handcrafted by a legendary alchemist. Philippus Paracelsus was a legend even among the alchemists. The moon sword he made by modeling the Ouroboros mark symbolizes wholeness. Okay, I very much did not see that before. Okay, that answers the other letter that I mentioned. So the other letter that I mentioned previously, I thought, where it was PP, that I was, because you didn't hear his first name, I was assuming Paracelsus, Peter Pan, maybe PP. No, his name is Philippus Paracelsus. Interesting. I'll have to look into that and see what connections that possibly has. Interesting. The sea remembers the vow of the warrior, the general who rose up with the dragon to protect the people, claimed a lonely victory in dozens of wars. I'll have to see if that's a connection to a certain fable or not. Dragon sword. I'm not sure if that is, but it might be. Spring device. Rot has a legend about a grinning hedonist murderer. They say his heart was made of clockwork. Is that a reference to Arlecchino? That's gotta be it, right? Interesting. Pretty sure I read that one. No, I'm pretty sure I read it. Well, anyways, okay, so I haven't read everything, but I've attempted to read everything. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start New Game Plus because I pretty much have completed the entire game. There isn't anything else to do in the regular playthrough, so we're just gonna go ahead and restart. Jump to New Game Plus. No, I didn't need to reset any Porgan. You actually kind of want to run around with this for a bit, because I haven't really used it in any of my other playthroughs. If you remember from the original first run, there's normally something behind here, but they kind of lock you up from going there early, which is fair.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Jimmy will restart soon.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krot, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Lamp. Gonad, sorry. Always have a hard time saying that.
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
Doing that. Alright. Let's try to rip through New Game Plus quickly, and hopefully we'll be able to start the next game that I plan on playing afterwards. Sometime this week, maybe next week, we'll see. I don't know how I missed the first swing. Oh.
You cannot see in the dark. Switch on and bring the light away.
That was on the grinder. Curious about something. Isn't there a ring that increases crit chance? This is critical attack. Critical rate. Is it gives me critical rate? Crit attack, but I don't think that's not the same, right? That would still be kind of fun. I just don't think I can wear it yet, yeah. Just too heavy. I'm simply too heavy. I'm simply too fat. Too fat. Actually, now that I think about it, I think there is one new item here. Completed ergo wavelength decoder. A device that decodes puppet noise by analyzing ergo wavelengths can be used to understand puppet messages. A device completed by improving Vanini's first ergo wavelength decoder, they can clearly decode puppet messages by removing the noise created from the error with the Grand Covenant. So that's what makes New Game Plus so interesting, is if you remember, whenever you were fighting like the puppet bosses or enemies or anything like that, you couldn't understand what they were saying. Like, you literally couldn't understand, but also like the subtitles was all wrong and everything. Like, it was just basically like winding. I don't think they were winding, but you know what I'm talking about. They basically look like corrupted subtitles. With the decoder, you'll now be able to understand what the bosses are saying. So that makes a lot of these puppet bosses a lot more interesting, because there's, like I said, more lore you don't get unless you play New Game Plus. So that's kind of the main reason I'm doing it. For the breakdown video, for all the lore and everything that I want to do for the breakdown video. And, yeah. Yep, that's failure. That's okay. I still win.
Destination Hotel Quads. Optimal location for observing the destination.
Whoa there! I didn't think... You didn't hear? You ought to bite. Out here alone?
And the first gold record you get in New Game Plus. If you want to get the achievement to get all of the records, you need to also buy all the gold ones. Which I don't know if there's a difference with the gold ones. Like, I don't... The lore doesn't look any different. I don't know if the sound is different. I mean, the gold ones look nicer, but... I'd have to look into it to see if there's actually any difference between the gold ones and the regular ones. Outside of the fact that you get them in New Game Plus, you know?
This.
Yeah.
Gather at the start.
See, now you can see what he's actually saying. First try, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Should have given the king a real festival. So you'll notice that that is one thing you'll see a lot with these puppet bosses, is that it's a lot about the king, which obviously, if you remember from the first, it's the king is Romeo. And you'll just get more and more sad as you read more and more of those puppet messages and realize that Romeo was definitely a patsy. He was meant to take the blame for things, even though he wasn't actually a bad guy. Kind of sad.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
So we're gonna tell the truth this playthrough, just for the funsies.
The hotel forbids all outside puppets. Please leave the premises.
Sadness. So I'm gonna do my best to try to tell only the truth as much as I can.
Of the Grand Pool, are you?
Obviously certain things I can't not do.
Covenant's fourth floor. Welcome
So I'm gonna try to do my best to only tell the truth as I can. I think there are gonna be certain moments where I'm not going to be able to, or I'll forget what I'm actually supposed to say to tell the truth. However, that won't really affect the ending that I'm going for. I'm mostly doing this for other dialogue options more than anything else. However, there are just certain moments where they're going to be the same dialogue. You know, if you watch my first playthrough, there are moments where I didn't lie in that, where I could have, and yeah, so on and so forth. I'm going to try, like I said, I'm basically going to try to just tell the truth as much as possible through this one. More for the funsies of it than anything else.
I am Sophia. You must have. He was like, please find. Look at Gemini. That's proof. I'm knowing. Wait, Krat is. Be careful.
Yes, yes. Skip. Skip dialogue since we've already seen it all. If you haven't seen it, then
Ergo, without and you gather.
maybe go back and watch the original playthrough where I let them actually talk.
As you get ergo, I'll use my power.
I somehow skipped motivity at some point. Whoopsies.
Unexpected. If it doesn't, it
Blah blah
can't
blah
be
blah blah blah.
People have. Thanks for keep. I see you. People on the app. I see you. People on the app. I'm an. Make yourself. If you have any.
Welcome. My name. Please let me know at hotel. Welcome. The Grand First Law, Second Law, Third Law, Fourth Law. I've told you about.
I heard about. You should take this.
Right. Well, you let that play. We're going to. I just want to show you some stuff. So, New Game Plus. New Game Plus stuff. So, as you can see, still can't go to Geppetto's office yet. Fortunately closed. However, you remember, didn't unlock the gold tree originally until much later on, but this is already open. And you can, in fact, get gold coin fruit here. Now, obviously, as you know, I can't go through here yet, due to where that leads, and Paracelsus isn't here yet. However, if you want to use the gold coin, you can still buy all your stuff here. So, there you go.
찾지 못할까 내 버려도 그땐 몰랐었던 나 깨어버릴 듯널 찾지 못할까 내 맘에서
And if you notice, those gold records don't actually affect the springs like the other ones do when you collect the other records, you know. So they don't give you that kind of humanity, so to speak.
Hey, let's be more careful. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood. I hate these guys. But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe. Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.
By the way, I just want to say there's one other thing that does bother me about New Game. There's one thing that does bother me about New Game Plus. I shouldn't say another, but there's one thing that does bother me. So this is obviously the best frame that you can get in regular game, right? It's really good. However, the plus ones of the other frames are significantly still bad. So I don't really understand. Normally in New Game Plus scenarios, most of the plus ones are just way better than the original, and they just keep getting better from there, incentivizing you to use the plus ones or to use the plus twos or whatever they are, right? The only reason in this case you'd ever use the plus ones is if for some reason you went through the game and you didn't have enough capacity to wear, like, say, the best ring, and you end up having, like, you know, maybe you were using the F20 250, right? Basically the same thing, but it's not as good. It still wouldn't. This plus one still wouldn't be that good. Like, I don't. You'd have to be basically wearing. What is it? This is 19.5. You'd have to be almost near the beginning wearing one of the really early rings, or sorry, rings, one of the early frames. And at that point, like, what were you doing with your capacity? Like, why weren't you even leveling it? So, like, I don't. Basically, throughout this entire process, I'm basically never going to touch these plus ones until I get plus ones of the current equipment that I have. Or, you know, it just doesn't make sense otherwise. Like, I don't understand why they didn't just make the plus ones uber powerful over the default, because otherwise you're just running what you had last run. And it's not really as enjoyable to find the +1s or the +2s because they're just not as good as I think they should be, and so it kind of makes, to be honest, it makes the loot of New Game Plus not nearly as enjoyable until you start finding like the chests and stuff where they weren't before. And I'll show you when I run into one, but there'll be certain items or chests that were not in the original game and thus have different loot in them, which are pretty good. Typically, they like rings, and rings that are +1 and stuff are significantly better than their default. So why they didn't do the same thing with the frames, I have no clue. And they did the same thing with basically all defensive parts, basically. The +1 Ladas that you find are great, but then the regular Workshop Union one is going to be dog tier. So I really don't understand. It's the same thing with these liners too. Like I feel like they super undersold the defensive parts, but made like the amulets super good in New Game Plus. It's just weird. It's just weird. I'm just gonna say that. It's just weird. It was a decision that I don't agree with because it makes the loot way less enjoyable to find. Game, if you could lock onto the guy that was actually in front of me, that would have been great. Digging into my skin too much, bird. Rude. Get in here, you butthole. Buddy, you want some help? Sounds like they've almost made like an NPC here where you could, but like, try them more of them. Oh. Ow. Honestly, I don't remember this being back here. That's okay though. Like right here, off in the fit out, but I can't do anything. Let me in! Let me help you, sir! Oh. I only wish to help, sir. You do that too. I don't know how I missed that. Oh yeah, I don't know why sometimes. I like the second time my swing has like just gone through them, or am I just going crazy? I'm probably just going crazy, right? I must be just seeing things.
Why, hello. I know what.
Don't worry.
For your info.
Oh, Murph, I wish.
Wait. I can sense something strange. Jeepers. Is that a butterfly?
Why is the ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
I want a baby. The royalist.
She said the baby was at City Hall. Should we check it out? I hope everybody's safe.
Geppetto! You've got a lot to answer for! You know what's your... You can't sneak past me! Die! I'll kill you both. then string you up on the bridge. I'll kill you both, then string you up on the bridge. Are you a dream or a nightmare? I demanded the truth. Well,
It's a dream. I understand. But in order, won't you? I want to use this. We'll catch up.
So about that, if you find... survivors here. What do we do? Just give her that baby puppet?
Frozen? I didn't buy any. Oh, you grabbed me. Back on, but I didn't have enough time to put up my dodge. I forgot about that. Oh shit, oh shit. I thought I had one more healing, but apparently did not. I will say this. You shouldn't have that massive time gap where you just like your character, your sister goes, ugh. Like, I guess it's supposed to be a punishment for not paying attention, but like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. It takes way too long to come out of that animation. Especially in the middle of a boss fight. Yeah, there's just certain things I don't like about it. But maybe that's just me complaining. freezing cold, like my friends. That's just sad. You just wanted to protect the freaking children, man. Sad days are sad, man. Did I ever read his Ergo? Although the entire audience disappeared in a pool of blood, the parade master was cheerful. As long as there's a king, the show must go on. The watchman contorted and broke from the adults' desires, however, he never forgot the children who considered him their friend. Friends. I need to see.
I could please let her. What?
Baby adorable? Ma'am, that's a puppet.
What's wrong, kind one? This is my baby. My sweet Elena. Did my family convince you to lie? Don't do it. That road leads to nothing but sadness. I should know. I am so grateful to you, kind one. Please take this token of gratitude.
Okie dokie.
I know that one. I miss Zach and Sophie and Eric.
Geppetto. He is on the...
Welcome. The sweet store, that is what...
That sounds very... You and Geppetto.
Always speaking, my friend. Remember, be careful, be wary.
And as you can tell, a new phase opens up now. Really nice, actually. There's 2 more phases, if I remember. There's phase 7 and 8, I believe. But I think you only unlock those with New Game Plus playthroughs. I'd have to double check. Maybe there's a... yeah, I don't think there's a phase 7 that unlocks here. I think... I remember. I'm on New Game Plus 4, I believe, on my one playthrough, and there's phase... maybe it's only 7. Maybe there's only 7 phases. I thought there was 8. I don't remember. I'll have to double check on my other playthrough one of these times. And obviously you get new attribute. I don't even know what you call these, but new abilities as well.
You can get from City Hall to the factory with the key I just gave you. Vanini gave me that key, and now he's missing. Rescue him if you can.
I picked up... Why don't we make Mr. Vanini... The puppets get...